I am the CEO of Fox Run Orchard Park. Today is Wednesday, September 29th, and this is our weekly COVID update. So it's been a busy September. In our health center, we have seen quite a few COVID cases come into the facility, and several people have come off quarantine. So just to give you a sense of our numbers, starting with skilled nursing on our second floor of our health center, since the beginning of September, we've had 18 COVID-19 cases. Currently, we are down to 4 left that have yet to come off quarantine. Sadly, we do have, of those 18, 4 people during that time period have passed away. They will be considered as COVID-19 deaths, although underlying conditions and their symptoms really aren't taken into account. It's whether or not they've had COVID during that period, and if our medical director feels it could have influenced the process, they will be considered COVID deaths. So sadly, we did lose 4 people, and we wish the best for their families, and of course for our staff that have helped to take care of them, and really got to know them over the past several years. So all told, 18 residents had COVID-19, and 4 left remain on isolation protocols, whereas 10 others have already come off that protocol, and they're able to go about their day as they did prior to testing positive. All 18 were fully vaccinated, so they're all breakthrough cases, and again, we wish families and loved ones the best. Staff, we did have 10 staff that tested positive. All are back to work now. There is one left, all but one, excuse me, and one person is still at home on isolation protocols, and we do expect to have them back to work soon. So what happens with the staff member is they have to stay home, come off the schedule, and they can't come back to work until after the 14-day period, and they have to test negative before they can come back. So there's one left. So we are moving forward, progressing well on our skilled nursing unit. I wouldn't say things are back to normal yet, but they're getting back to normal, and we do see a light at the end of that tunnel. Unfortunately, we now have some COVID cases on our memory unit. Now, our memory unit is a separate locked unit where folks can stay apart from assisted living. So we do have currently 6 residents who have all tested positive. And since those 6, now we also have 2 staff members that have tested positive. And it's the same policies and the same protocols: isolation, quarantine, gowning up, sanitizing surfaces on a regular basis. So we're going through all those procedures to keep everyone safe and try to prevent spread. Visitation has been suspended for memory care residents because of the outbreak. Assisted living is still open, and because, again, they are separate, and because we have tested some of our folks, they are currently negative in assisted living. So we're doing okay. The Department of Health, New York State Department of Health did come on site today. So typically, if we report multiple cases, they'll come on site to do a surprise infection control survey. And they came in this morning. They toured memory care, they looked at all of our protocols, they watched care being given, and they checked our PPE levels, our personal protective equipment. Those are our masks, gloves, and gowns, and face shields. And we came away with glowing reviews. Fox Run is doing everything right. So we're doing the best we can to prevent the spread, although this disease seems to have a mind of its own and finds ways to get in. But we're doing well and keeping it at bay, and we hope to have those 6 residents back to perfect health soon, where they can come off quarantine, and we hope that those 2 staff members can come back to work as soon as possible. So with that, one of the things that was a question that was posed to me outside of these broadcasts, I got a letter in my mailbox asking for more up-to-date information. We do these once per week, and if you miss a week of seeing this live, then you may not get all the information. So I do encourage everyone to go to our website, foxrunorchardpark.com. We have regular updates every 48 hours. And if you go on the website, again, foxrunorchardpark.com, you'll get the most up-to-date information. So the statistics I provided you are all on the website. The policies and protocols, everything we're doing whether it's in their health center or on independent living, and I'll talk about dining in a second. All of it is on the website. So if your family member doesn't have access to this live broadcast, a taped version of this will be on our website, along with written list of everything I'm saying, and it's updated regularly. So if you want new information, because things can change every day, and if there is a daily change, we'll update the website every day. So please, please, please check the website for the most updated information. Finally, I'd like to talk about dining, because that seems to be the buzz right now on the independent living side. So we are still open for visitation. There's no visitors that will be allowed to congregate in common areas, but they can come to your apartment or patio home. Everyone has to check in using the AccuShield kiosk, which is our screening process where you answer a couple questions or where you get your temperature taken to make sure you are healthy. So we still have to follow that procedure, but and you're welcome to congregate in an apartment, but not in the common areas, because we don't want to bring in or spread COVID anywhere else. So now dining has been kind of the buzzword, and where I'm getting some messages and concerns. So we're no longer at this time offering any full service dining in the Oak Room. We didn't want to shut down completely. I know during the height of COVID back in 2020, we didn't have any dining room. We just had takeout or delivery only. What we're doing now is we're still offering free delivery until further notice, and we're allowing takeout, but we're allowing residents of Fox Run to take your takeout and go into the Oak Room, where we will have staff that can help seat you, and then they're available to sanitize and clean the table and the chairs, all surfaces, after you leave. We just simply don't have the staff to be able to serve you properly. It will take too long. I don't know that it would be the best service that we could apply, so what we're doing is we're going to suspend that until we can get more servers in the door. So what are we doing under that with that process? We're trying everything at this point to try to bring in more high school or college age servers, or anyone that wants to come and pass meals in our Oak Room. In fact, we're going to try something brand new we've never done before. We're going to have 2 directors and a supervisor, and possibly even take a server to go to the different schools and go talk to the guidance counselor and see if we can get in and talk to some of our young people to try to build the number of people we have. It's not necessarily about how much they make, it's all about how many people we have. It's really hard to have 2 people that are available on a Thursday night and then be able to serve 100 people in the dining room. It's just not possible. So if we can build those numbers, we can open the Oak Room back up. But right now it is suspended until further notice, and this is just temporary. And please believe me, we're doing everything we can to try to increase those numbers and get some people in. So if you do have any questions with regards to dining or meals, Mark Hurley and Lisa Sanders are always available for questions, and you can always ask me as well. I'd be happy to share what I know. So with that, that's all I have for, one more thing on independent living. We have no current active COVID-19 cases. We did have one earlier in September, and that person has come off quarantine and life is back to normal for them. So with that, again, any questions you have, don't hesitate to try to track me down, whether you go to Pamela, you leave me a voicemail, or if you want to put a letter in my box, I'll do the best I can to answer your question directly to you, or I can do it on next week's broadcast. So with that, I hope all is well, and please, everyone, sanitize, wash your hands, stay safe, wear your mask. It's not mandatory, but it is highly recommended. So I hope all of you have a great week, and God bless.